We're going to have him answer first, but also Mr. Mullen. And here's the question. What can be done about continuous rising water bills that have incorrect balances each month? If we go back, what can be done about continuous rising water bills that have incorrect balances each month? The system presently used does not subtract each monthly payment, causing confusion and frustration. Should you remain treasurer or become treasurer, what will be done to correct it? And we're going to go with the challenger first.
Thank you. It's a beautiful question. Whoever submitted it, I greatly thank you. I can say this will not be a 2-minute answer. I have worked in utility billing ever since 2022, and right now we are changing our system over to a new style of PERT. That's an electronic reader that submits radio waves from the meter to the truck. Okay, now we're going to radios that submit from the meter to the cell tower to the office. Okay, and so we'll be able to take those trucks off the road. Now, as you know, in 2013, 2014, the city went from a every other month billing to billing monthly. Okay, we went from reading meters by eyesight to actually driving by to read those meters. And so we have been trying to integrate the technology so that we can move the city forward and use your tax dollars to your advantage. Um, I can say during that time frame, we have seen numerous changes in leadership and in personnel. But I am thankful that in those last 10 years, because the meters changed in 2013 and 2014, I have been present for 4 of those. Okay, and so a lot of the work that I have done has been to clean up those issues that came about in 13 and 14. Also at that time, we did see an economic downturn in the city because of the actions that were taken by the current city treasurer at that time, Mr. Kevin A. Brown, who my challenger, well, my opponent, Mr. Paul Mullen, has stated that he was an employee of during that time that Mr. Brown was in office. And so if you know, during that time I was in transit, I was watching how the city's finances were being misused and not applied to the city's bank account. That's the reason why the city created the building collections department, is so that we could clean up the city's finances. And so when that went into motion in 2017, that was 8 years ago, so now I can say for the past 4 years, I have been at the helm leading that department and to implement those changes. And I think that we can say within the past 2, 3, 4 years, the city has seen an increase in the customer service, and communicating with citizens. Not everything is perfect at this point. We just did start using div code. And so we have humps and hurdles in the road, and we do have hiccups from time to time. But we do not need to go back to where we were in 2013 and 2014. That's the main reason why I have challenged Mr. Mullen for this position, because we do know that the city is on the horizon of seeing a vast increase in finances with the casino coming into the city, the increase in revenue. And so as we talk about the bills and how the bills look, okay? So at building collections, customer care, whatever you would like to call it, we receive your payments in person, okay? We then have to turn those payments over to the treasurer's office, okay? And until the treasurer receives those payments and he stamps them and says that they are good, your bill will not reflect that the payment has been received. Right? So you mailed it in on time, you walked into the office, you submitted your funds, but if there's an issue with the day's work and the treasurer is holding up that day, and then we go to print the bills, and that's sometimes why your bills are being handed out after the 15th of the month for the water, is because we're waiting to make sure that everything is done and holding off as long as we can, because we don't want to receive those phone calls. We don't want to have those walk-ins and receive those complaints from the inaccurate bills. And so with all the policies and procedures that I put in place with the staff that I have with me as well now, we will continue to move the city forward. Now, we do have an issue with bill payments that come in via ACH through the web. Let it be known that billing and collections has nothing to do with the web payments. Billing and collections has nothing to do with the web payments. Those payments go directly to the treasurer's office. Now, sometimes you will see that you submit your funds via the web and funds are deducted from your bank account 2 and 3 times. You need to call Mr. Mullen's office and ask him why that is happening. That is not a billing and collections issue, that is a treasurer's issue. If we need to give records, I can definitely do that for you, because we talk about it all the time. Web payments, and then also we need to look at ACH payments. I can't divulge the company to you, but we do have companies in the city that have made ACH payments, and those payments have not been applied to their accounts correctly. All right, that is not anything the billing and collections can do. That is a job and a duty of the treasurer's office. Okay, and so we've been working with this one company for about 2 or 3 years now. They are a big servant to the city. I just had a gentleman in my office last week, and we're still waiting on a resolution because they are trying to receive their business license for the year 2025 because they are still delinquent on their bills. So I would just ask that you think about that when we look at the casino, because they will not be walking in to make payments in person at 144 North Sycamore Street. They will be submitting their funds via ACH.